We don't know math. What are you talking about?
1, 2, something after 2.
I went Sacred Heart too.
Hold on, guys. It's streaming.
Weird.
Get an awesome shot of the.
Something's wrong. Yeah.
Are we even in the? I think we're in the shot. What's wrong? I think you're shooting the.
we're gonna be talking over smoking. Welcome to the Big Fred Show. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
We're live tonight in the secret location that we'll never talk about. And if you'll notice this Mama Jamma in the background playing what will be the greatest movie ever made in movie history, period. I mean, you've got Gone with the Wind, you've got To Kill a Mockingbird, you've got Terms of Endearment and all that.
What about Rocky?
And Rocky. But none of those movies are greater than the one that is fixing to play behind me.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Notice the man, Burt Reynolds.
Wait for it.
Arastar Productions. Oh, Smokey and the Bandit.
Yoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel more manlier with that playing in the background, don't you?
I mean, I always feel manly, but a little extra.
I mean, my beard feels a little more extra scruffy, you know. It's like,
I fear.
Yeah.
I kind of feel it grow. I can feel my beard grow right now.
I can too. I think I just went like an 1/8 inch right there. Did y'all just see that? Like an 1/8 inch. But yeah, Smokey and the Bandit. And there's a special reason we've got Smokey and the Bandit playing in the background. Because we got a special guest. And no, close. He looks kind of like Burt Reynolds nowadays, you know, with the beard and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, I was promised Burt Reynolds.
I was too, but he's close enough, you know. He's like Burt and Snowman wrapped up in one, you know. That's, you know.
That's a good combination.
He's like the Bandit and Snowman all in one. And he's a world champion truck builder, you know.
One question, though. Does that make him the Bandit Man?
Yes, it does. The Bandit Man.
You call him on CV?
That's what we're going to call him, Bandit Man.
Bandit Man.
You know, he drives a nice looking Transformer truck, which is quite awesome. Because, I mean, seriously, who doesn't like Transformers? I love that movie, don't you?
I love it.
I mean, that movie's bad to the bone. And he drives a diesel truck with a Transformers logo on it. How cool is that? I bet kids go like freaking nuts when he's going down the road and they see that thing lit up at night. They're like, Mama, it's Optimus Prime. I bet that's what we hear all the time, and then, all that cool fun stuff. But yeah, Kenny Hallmark. And not to mention, me and Kenny, we go way back. Way back. I'm talking like before high school, way back. I mean, I used to hang out at horse shows and watch Kenny ride horses because I couldn't, and I was just a band geek guy. They were the manlier dudes back in the day. They rode horses and fixed trucks, and I just played drums, dude. I mean,
I'm just going to say playing drums is kind of manly.
it is manly. I mean, we got the most set up timing out of everybody that shows up.
Everything's heavier, so you actually have to have muscles to pick it up. And then you actually have to move.
And we beat things. I mean, we're not divas up there like singers and guitar players. It's just up there with their fancy little guitars and their microphones, and I guess if we start talking divas, we'd have to, divas in concert. We'd have to talk to Kenny Beckman about that because he's our concert guru here. Which, by the way, I'm working on something. I'm working on a concert debate battle royal right now, and it's in the making, and I think we should hit up Facebook and make it happen. I'm wanting to pit Now, this is my dream. Check this out. What do you think about this? Oh, sidekick of mine. Kenny Beckman in one corner. You know, the man, the myth, the legend. Mr. I am the future of WLX Beckman, you
You know
know.
what his nickname is?
What's his nickname?
The Tweeter.
The Tweeter, yes. Twitter master extraordinaire.
I like it.
By the way, he has a fan site too called Tweets by Kenny. I freaking love Tweets by Kenny. You know, Tweets by Kenny is the coolest Twitter account ever. And I think Kenny claims it's not him, but I don't know. The tweets on him are awful similar. I read one night, dude. I laughed so hard. About it was if Taylor Swift would hug me, I can die happy. That's the look. He's denying it right now, y'all. He's denying it. Our audience back there is laughing. They're like getting a kick out.
I remember that time, man. But no,
But anyway, I'm trying to get Kenny and Minta Daniel together. I think Kenny versus Minta Daniel in a Who Saw the Best Show Battle Royale.
I already know the winner of that.
I'm just gonna say,
I mean,
Kenny's awesome. He's catching fire, but Minta has been in the trenches.
trenches, baby.
I mean, concert,
Deep.
just going at it. I mean, that's Kenny. Can you bring it?
She's more. Yeah, she's more.
Man, I have confidence, man. Kenny, bring it. Say, yeah, I can bring it.
Come on,
I
Kenny.
can. Yeah, I'll
Be confident. You're a Beckman, dadgummit. You're supposed to be confident. Us Beckman men are,
I'm not going to
you
see,
know.
Marilyn Manson. I mean, like,
Why not?
Spend the monies.
Buy a ticket.
The money's gonna win.
so Smokey and the Bandits.
I love giving Kenny a hard time. He's so fun.
That's a good point, though, man. That's a good point.
You know, we get Kenny and men on here one night. We will talk etiquette. I mean, you will know if it's your first concert, you'll look like it's your 400th concert when you go when Kenny and men get together. I mean,
First round has got to be the craziest thing you've seen.
oh, Kenny's got that. He saw Miley Cyrus. I mean,
Yeah, that takes.
Like the real Miley Cyrus?
yeah, like post train wreck Miley Cyrus.
Oh, Lord.
I have video.
Did
He saw Miley ride the weenie live.
Kenny, did she get up and close and personal?
So, hey, we want to know, what was the weenie like when she rode the weenie? I mean, was that cool? Was it a magical moment?
It was. I mean, he just kind of rose up and like she started riding over the crowd and everything, and then she went off. Into
I mean, how many times is some of your life can be like, look up and say, hey, there's Miley Cyrus riding a weenie over my head. I mean, not many people can say that.
I know. It was crazy.
That's usually a bad dream after you eat like too many hot dogs. I mean,
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying. Just wait.
I mean,
Why is there Miley Cyrus above me?
crazy. She rode off into the sunset on that hot dog, man, at the end of the show, and still to this day, you can't even imagine the stuff that I saw that night.
I wish y'all could see the look on Kenny's face. He's like going, wow. Stuff you can never unsee.
Oh, we're going Kenny. We're on live, man. Just
It's a family show, bro.
I'll send the videos.
But anyway, yes, we got a fun show tonight, and as y'all can see, I got my trusty sidekick, the best sidekick in the world, better than any late night sidekick on the planet Earth, my bearded brother from another mother, fellow drummer, fellow being of awesome, Mr. James Paul Powell. Everybody, give it up!
yeah, come on.
Come on!
Wait,
We're
really? No
Wake
noise.
up.
That's it.
Noise
I'm leaving.
up.
Leaving.
James Paul says, "Screw you guys, I'm going home."
It's all right. When y'all get rich and famous, you want some love from me? Nope.
No. No.
When I'm the most well-known drummer, you're like, I remember James. But like, I don't, who are these people? I don't know them.
When you got your record deal and, Vic Firth has gave you your own signature stick and, got your own signature Tama snare. I mean, you know how it goes. You know how it is.
Yep. You know what's going to happen? They'll be like, James, we can get a CD. I'm like, look, you're just going to have to buy it like everybody else.
Who are you again? Where'd you say your name was? Trinity who? I don't know you.
Who the people? Who they is? Who they is? That's what's going to happen.
What we got? Oh, one of my cool parts. Look at that. Look at that mustache. If I could grow a mustache like that, I would totally have one like that. Yeah, but you can't do that. Look, Snowman and Bandit on the same screen.
And Big Fred has gone off into Wonderland.
Sorry, I get caught up in the moment when Smokey and the Bandit's on. Because it's the greatest movie. Second greatest movie on planet Earth, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. I mean,
8 pound, 6 ounce baby Jesus. I'll help you Oprah Winfrey. Okay, yeah. That's
oh, Tom Cruise, help me with your magical powers. I'm burning. Help me, Tom Cruise.
Help me, Jewish God.
Oh, I love that movie. I mean, I could talk all night about Talladega Nights. That's one of the coolest movies ever. I mean, I had an air freshener hung in my delivery van that said, I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey for like ever. It finally rotted and like fell off. I mean, I was like,
cool.
I was saddened that day that it fell off.
I'd have cried.
I did. I got misty-eyed. Had to pull over and have a moment, dude.
Did you ever like drink a Mountain Dew, just look at somebody like, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew?
I'm a scissor kick that guy in the head here in a second. Is what I think,
Yeah, my favorite part of the whole movie was when the kids were doing like pulling weeds. Like, how many times we got to pull these weeds? He's like, how many times you gonna throw a toaster in my bathtub? Favorite part of the whole movie.
Oh man, we might talk a little bit about that. What would be y'all's top 5 movies? And the third greatest movie ever? That's a toss up. The third greatest movie ever would probably be one of the Hangovers. Just because that's so what would happen if my group had a night. If the Mustangs TV crew had a weekend in Vegas, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
No, that's the PG-13 version of it.
We'd be calling Kenny Hallmark to come pick us up in the Transformer truck because, some Asian dude's holding us captive and we can't go nowhere. But yeah, that would be what would happen. Those are my favorite movies, and I like cheesy, corny movies. But right there, that's where it's all about.
Where do you put Rudy?
Rudy would be a top 5. Of course, Rudy would be 5. Number 4, well, no, the number 4 would be the Hangover movies. Number 3 would be Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I'm surprised you didn't put Rocky in there.
Nah, Forrest Gump. Because I like to quote Forrest Gump too, especially when it comes to like, ice cream. If you're going to get ice cream out, you're going to go, ice cream, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Or my favorite part of the whole movie is when he comes and he goes, I thought I'd come try my sea legs out. And he goes, but Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. I love it.
My favorite thing in the world is when somebody says, I need this. I'm like, but you ain't got that. Like they say, I need some bucks for school. I'm like, but you ain't got no bucks, Lieutenant Dan.
Are y'all of any relation? No, we are not of any relation. Him and Bubba.
$1 million wound. I ain't seen a dime from that.
That bullet just jumped up and bit me. Oh, Lord. Well, we're going to take a break. we'll talk a little bit more. Me and James Paul getting our silliness and have us a big time. And meanwhile, we're at the secret, top secret, double top secret location, which we will not say where we're at. Only the people watching that know us know where we're at. And we're not going to say where we're at because it wouldn't be a secret now, would it? So we'll be back after this message. And we're going to watch Smokey and the Bandit while we're out in the break. So we'll see y'all in a little bit.
Your number one Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126.
At Southern Craft Manufacturing, our commitment to choice sets us apart. Using both old world craftsmanship and modern techniques, we proudly provide the finest quality and greatest value caskets in the industry. Founder Rodney Robinson is a third-generation casket manufacturer, providing the highest quality finished product. Call toll-free 800-413-1778. Southern Craft Manufacturing on North Main Street in Loretto.
Elite Sports in Loretto, Tennessee offers serious sports training for athletes of all ages. Our hands-on training approach can increase core strength and stability while maximizing power and agility. Call John Passarella, 256-710-7412 for speed and agility training, or David Weathers, 931-279-0574. Call today. Elite Sports, we're training the best athletes for tomorrow.
Hey, this is Kenny Beckman, and you're watching the Big Fred Show on MustangsTV.com.
Check it out, y'all. Ain't it cool? Look at that. That's one of my favorite parts. I keep thinking he's going to wreck when he goes around that corner because I would. You know, he's in a diesel truck. Of course, the guy sitting next to him, he could hang that curb doing like 110. I mean, seriously. Look at that. It's great. Smokey and the Bandit playing. Of course, I'd be in the Firebird, and the dude sitting beside me, Mr. Hallmark, be driving the Kenworth. Here they are, getting a beer, going to Texarkana, because you know the song says there's beer in Texarkana. Anyway, got a special guest with us. Champion truck show builder. Drives a really cool truck. Kenny Hallmark, thanks for coming on, brother.
I appreciate you having me.
Tell us a little bit about like the concept, how you thought of doing the Transformer truck.
My kids like Transformers, and I like kids, so I just thought it'd be something fun to do and get the kids into it a little bit.
Heck yeah. So what? Tell us, what is like the coolest reaction you got driving it down the road?
Just the kids' faces, and wanting me to blow the horn and light the lights up. And they really enjoy it.
Have you got? Are you going to work on something where it'll say, "I am Optimus Prime"? You know?
No, I ain't going that far.
Oh, you should totally do that, man. But dude, I've seen this truck, and this truck is absolutely awesome. I mean, and my buddy here built it too. I mean, that's even the cooler part. I mean, none of it's like manufactured. You know, it comes straight from your noggin, and that's what I think's cool.
I appreciate it. Yeah, my kids had a lot to say about it as I was building it, and I tried to do it to, kind of keep them into it. And I think my truck is like my family business, and that's how I go about it.
Amen, brother. Did they come out and like help you out on parts of it, or was you like, get away, nobody touches my truck?
I'm really when I work on it, it's mainly just me. Everybody kind of stays out of my way. I get irritated pretty easy as far as...
No, not you. No way.
Yeah, I like to have everything just so. I get everything laid out, and I get my mind set, and I just go wide open until I get it the way I want it.
Sweet. So how long you been driving truck?
14 years.
It's kind of in your blood, honestly, right? I mean, your dad, which I'm going to say was one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. Absolutely a hilarious guy to be around and whatnot. And this guy right here is like exactly like him. I mean, no joke. I mean, so is it like, you just grew up in it and you just decided, hey, I'm going to do it too?
Yeah, my dad drove, all of my life. He drove 28 years, and when he passed away, I just decided I'd worked up there where he was driving. I worked on the trucks, and I just decided one day that I thought I'd get my license, and after he passed away, I did it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Coolest place you've ever went so far?
I like Black River Falls, Wisconsin. It's really pretty in the summertime. There's a lot of nice hills and got a lot of rivers run through and creeks. It's really pretty.
Cool. So, like, I know you've probably traveled in, like, all 50 states, pretty much, right?
I've been to every one except for Alaska and Hawaii. I've been into Canada, been into Mexico.
What's Mexico like driving truck?
It's not real good.
I mean, do you get that real uneasy feeling when you pull up at the border?
Yeah, when you get down there close to it, it gets pretty rough. You have to really keep your eye on your truck at all times. If you go inside somewhere, you better have it locked up and have it where you can see it. I mean,
man,
just have to be real careful.
Are the drug cartels real bad down there around trucks and stuff like that?
I don't go down there long enough to find out. I stay away from it.
You're in and out.
That's right.
See you bye. I've been down here. Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about as far as I want to go. I go to about Dallas is about as far south as I want to go anymore.
Dallas is pretty cool. I mean,
yeah, Dallas is amazing right now.
Where's your most hated place to drive? Like, if you get this, where's the place where you just roll your eyes and you're like, where's that place?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, yeah, that's even crap to drive in a Cavalier. I could not imagine driving it in a diesel.
Yeah, I don't think there's a good time to go through. Usually you can time it out where traffic won't be bad, but there's never a good time to go through Atlanta.
Especially like during baseball season when the Braves are playing at home. I mean,
yeah, any time. It don't matter. It could be winter time and it's still horrible.
Man, you ever stop in, go to like the World of Coca-Cola and go in there and check it out and go to the aquarium? I mean, or do you ever get a chance to stop at places like that?
I usually don't stop. I don't like to. I try to work long enough where I can just get back to the house, be with the family. I try not to visit out more than I have to.
Sweet. Do you ever get to take the family out with you?
I've carried my wife with me a few times, and I've carried my kids with me each time, a few times, a couple days out with me and bring them back and get the other ones. Usually in summertime I try to. I didn't get to this year, but I'm hoping to pretty soon.
Sweet. So tell us about this show you were in. What was the show like? I mean, how many trucks were in it? I mean, tell us a little bit about like how you got into the show.
My company, I work for Page Trucking. They're out of Weedsport, New York, and they put on a show this year it was for company drivers, but it was for we had other companies come in too that had their trucks too, and there was 12 in there, and I won Best of Show in it. Sweet.
What was the reaction when you pulled up in the show with your truck? What was everybody saying?
Everybody was having a fit over it. There was a bunch of people had their families with them. Of course, all the kids come over and they had to get their pictures taken with it and stuff like that.
Dude, don't you love that? Is that not like cool?
Yeah, that's the best part of it.
I mean, you're just as much of a kid as I am. I mean, we grew up. I mean, we've done some crazy stuff. I mean, just like before the show, we were talking about how back in the day, how we were riding in the big brown Ford and the back wheel come off, and me and Nikki almost died, and it was like me and Nikki was like, dude, this is awesome. We're holding on to the roll bar because we thought it was cool. Standing up in the back of the moving truck, jumping up and down, and then bang, the back wheel goes off, and we went from instant fun to instant terror in like a matter of half a second. And and this man right here, cool, calm, collective, gets out, chases the wheel down. Me and Nikki are hugging it out because we're thankful we're alive. I mean, that was probably one of the funnest nights ever. Not for Kenny because he had to go put his wheel back on and stuff, but for the most part, but yeah, grew up with this guy, and I'm gonna tell y'all, He's probably one of the coolest friends you'll ever have. I mean, seriously. I mean, from horse shows to just out riding to going to creeks and listening to us play music out on Nikki's back porch when we thought we were Guns N' Roses at the time, but we sounded more like, I don't know. Yeah, Pistols and Petunias. There's a good one. But yeah, Kenny was our biggest fan, man. I mean, he just wished one time he would let Stephen win, just one time. But do y'all have like any like what's the funnest thing y'all pick at each other about?
Probably pulling hills, about the weight you pull, who can get up the hill the quickest, stuff like that. Just horsepower, just more than anything. It's not about top speed. It's more about how fast you can get up the hill rather than the top speed.
Is that what gear was you into? Does that matter too?
Yeah, it really hurts their feelings when you get up beside of somebody and you hit your jake brakes and then drop a gear and then pass them.
I love it. That is so cool. I can see Kenny doing that too, man. Now, what was it? Was it your dad or was it Tracy's dad that got in trouble because they had log chains welded in their smokestacks?
That was my dad.
I knew it. See, I can remember one night we were all sitting out in front of Quick Mart because that's where all the cool kids parked, was in front of Quick Mart. But we were all sitting there and we heard the craziest racket I've ever heard. But his dad had log chains. Was it log chains?
Yeah, he had log chains down in it to keep his truck quiet, and he hit the jake brakes and threw them out the top of it. Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm telling y'all, that was the craziest sound I've ever heard in my life. I thought there was a wreck happening. I mean, no joke. And you're like, ha, Dad's back in town, and I was like, that's crazy. But, yeah, that was cool. Kenny, brother, thank you for coming on my show, brother.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome anytime.
All right.
You got to bring the Transformer truck sometime, and, I want to go riding in it. I'm not going to lie. I seen it, and I'm like, that's the coolest truck ever. I mean, you're right. And we got pictures. We're going to show pictures here in just a little bit of the Transformer truck. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back. And when we get back, we'll show you this Transformer truck. It is the coolest thing ever. And this guy right here built it. So that's another thing. He could help you out if you need a cool truck and you're like getting into the trucking industry. Holler at you, boy, right here. He'll fix you right up. But we'll be right back, and we'll show you the truck. And we'll be back in a little bit. And we're back. And y'all saw the pictures of the Transformer truck, and Kenny was telling us. So, tell us how you come about with the Decepticon. That was a cool story. Tell us about it.
Well, everybody kept asking me why I did the bad guy rather than the good one, and I just said that I was tired of being the nice guy all the time, and my son thought that was really funny, so he's decided that everybody he goes to, that's the first thing he tells them is, we're tired of being the nice guy.
So, what was your truck's name before your son renamed it?
It was just a Kenworth. I mean, it didn't really have a name, but he's decided now, since it's a Transformer, it's got to have a cool name, so it's Regulator now. So
That's a cool song too, by the way, man. I mean, who don't like that? Is awesome. That I'm tickled for you, bro. I love this truck, and it is one of the coolest trucks I've ever seen. I mean, and you watch all the shows on TV, you know, where they put all the fancy bolt-on parts on them and make them look special, or try to fiberglass the crap out of them to make a mountain and a waterfall and an aquarium and a beach in the back of them, and all they really need is like a good comfy bed, So what are some of the other fancy amenities on your truck that you've kind of customized?
Well, everything's LED now. All the dash, I've took all the dash out of it and remade all of it, and it's all painted the same color as the truck now. It's got a 6-inch touchscreen down below where your cup holder and all. I've mounted a 6-inch touchscreen. It's got XM radio in it. All the gauge lights are green neon. It's got all green neons underneath it. Just a lot of just little odds and ends. Every nut and bolt's covered.
Do you ever listen to WLX when you're riding through town, any?
I do when I get close enough to pick it up.
Who's your favorite DJ on WLX?
I kind of like Kenny Beckman.
I had to mess with you. So what's your favorite? What's your favorite XM station?
XM. I usually listen to Octane a lot.
Octane's cool. You ever listen to Willie's Roadhouse any?
Yeah, I listen to it a lot. I listen to the Highway. I listen to it a lot.
Yeah.
The newer country. Yeah.
You ever get real road rage and just put it on channel 40?
I try not to listen to liquid metal a whole lot.
Oh, I love channel 40. That's my station, bro. Or Faction. I like Faction too.
Yeah.
Faction's cool.
Yeah, I like listening to Jason Ellis.
Jason Ellis cracks me up, man. I mean, top 5. Top 5 places to go on a road trip from a trucker's perspective.
Boy, I couldn't name them off the top of my head. I like just being at home. I don't like being away from home a whole lot. I'm gone long enough.
What's your ritual when you get home? What do you do when you get home? Like, you get home, you pull up in the truck, and what's the first thing that happens when you walk in the door?
Usually I get hugs from the family. That's like the biggest part. But get home and get a shower. Get a home cooked meal and sit down and relax a little bit. And
what's your favorite thing your wife cooks for you?
About anything.
Everything.
Yeah, when long as I'm away from home, by the time I get home, I'd eat cardboard.
I bet. Just put some barbecue sauce on it, Oh, CDs. Do you listen to many CDs while you're out?
Yeah, I listen to some.
What's your top? What's your biggest playlist?
It may sound crazy, but I really like Sublime.
Whoa! Up top. Up top. Who don't like Sublime? That's great. Sublime is awesome. But yeah, anyway, Kenny, brother, you're welcome anytime.
I appreciate it.
Anytime. Matter of fact, you're part of the Big Fred Show family. I mean, once you're a guest, you're family. So, when you're out there, you're bored, pull up on YouTube on your phone and just listen to us. I mean, by the way, you can go to YouTube and you can search The Big Fred Show on YouTube. That's the Big, Bigg, Fred Show. And the reason I say the Big, Bigg is because one night we were riding around and we were listening to Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg says he's the D-O-double-G, and I said, well, I'm the B-I-double-G, so that's how I got Big, the B-I-double-G. So just search The Big Fred Show, and you can go back and watch as many times as you want. I prefer you did, because the more times you watch, the more views I get, and I think that's awesome. It's part of having a talk show. Views. YouTube. Love you. By the way, we're streaming on YouTube too, aren't we? See, Bailey, our producer, our guest producer tonight. Usually Wade's our producer, and Wade's a real man. He's a producer and a half. Like, my producer will kick your producer's butt any day. I mean, I want a bumper sticker that says that. You got the honor student, my honor student, this, that. I want to have a sticker that says my producer can kick your producer's butt, I want to have that. But Kenny, come back and see us, brother. Thanks, man. Thanks. Come back. We'll be right back after this.
Tailgate checklist. Cooler.
Check.
Chips.
Check.
Hot dogs.
Check.
Mustang gear.
Check.
Insurance.
Check.
This season, protect your team with insurance from Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services. Keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126. Southern Craft Manufacturing in Loretto, Tennessee blends old world craftsmanship and modern manufacturing for a multitude of steel and brushed finish caskets. Founder Rodney Robinson is dedicated to providing the finest quality at the best value. At Southern Craft Manufacturing, we are committed to choice, with a variety of colors and hardware designs for limitless combinations. Southern Craft Manufacturing, North Main Street, Loretto. Toll free 800-413-1778. Are you reaching your athletic goals? Elite Sports offers sports-specific training for peak athletic performance. Call Josh Purcell for catching lessons, 931-242-6292. For hitting, Stephen Schultz, 629-4383. Or David Weathers for pitching, 279-0574. Elite Sports in Loretto, Tennessee, for athletes at any stage in a sports career.
Hey guys, this is Jesse Turner, Mayor of Loretto, and you're watching the Big Fred Show on MustangsTV.com.
And we're back. Got another guest here. He's a pretty dude, man. I mean, he's
just call me a friend, man. Not really a guest.
He's my cousin, family, friend. He's also broadcasted with us up in the box for Mustangs TV. And, he's a concert guru. If you need to know anything about who's playing at the Ryman, about it. And I heard there was some, swift twerking going on in there.
Big time, man. I don't know if she's trying to turn into Miley Cyrus, what we were talking about earlier, but when I first watched the video, I was like, Taylor Swift, I mean, what are you doing? I mean, I'm the biggest Taylor Swift fan you'll ever meet, but she stooped to a whole new level with this one right here.
It was kind of like if you could take Nicki Minaj, Miley Cyrus, and let's say for kicks and giggles, Kesha, and throw them all into one, that would be Taylor Swift trying to twerk. I mean, am I right?
I guess so, man. I mean, you just got to watch the video. I mean, anybody out there watching, make your own judgments on the new Taylor Swift. I mean, she's releasing this brand new pop album. She's officially left country music, by the way.
Oh, I saw the tweet where
we are playing her music on country radio, and all the radio stations around the world have added her new song as a country song. I mean, country music's we just won't let Taylor Swift go, but yet she's going to release this brand new total pop album in October.
Is that not what the rest of them were, honestly? I mean, they threw a banjo lick in a few songs, and that made it country, I reckon.
But I guess she officially wants to be branded as one now. I mean, some of it was a little country crossover, a little pop crossover. I think you get a lot of genre crossings with music today, though. You hear a little rock with rap, a little pop with country.
That's what I love about metal. Metal is metal, It's not pop metal. It's not. I mean, metal is metal. It's angry. It's brutal. and you got to have somewhat of an acquired taste for it. I mean, me myself, I'm a deathcore guy. I like Suicide Silence. I like the louder, the more brutal. I mean, and if it's got a heavy drop in it.
Now, I like some of the alternative stuff. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Foo Fighters and all that kind of stuff. But you had talked to Minta about that screaming stuff, man. That heavy stuff.
Minna. Speaking of Minna, like y'all kind of got this, like, I wouldn't say feud, but yeah, I mean,
Friendly feud, you know. I'd try to go to shows and she's all the time going to shows. I mean, she goes one like every day of the week, and I'm like lucky to get make a couple of shows to the week. I
want to see how many miles her car has on it.
Next time you go into Wilson, oh man, you better tell her. You better ask her.
I mean, she would be a Scion commercial because chick goes to Nashville like
with her trusty little Weezer mobile or something, you know.
The Weezer mobile, yes.
That's what she calls it. I mean, that's just.
I've never seen anybody more head over heels than for Weezer than Minna Daniel. I mean, God love her, and she's an awesome chick. But I seriously, y'all have to get on here, and I want y'all to have like the great concert debate is what I want to hear.
Talk her into it, man. You know. And here comes Kyle with food.
Look at there. Kyle, the brains behind all is stand there with a sub sandwich, you know. Joey! Man.
Which we're going to have Lee on, you know, talk about that.
Yeah,
man.
Lee.
Yeah. Very exciting time here. Football.
What's your predictions this year?
Go Mustangs. I mean, all the way.
What about college?
That's a different story. I mean,
how's your brick by brick going?
Hey, I'll have Kyle. Hey, there you go, man.
No.
The thing is, we were just up at practice up at Knoxville. We went up there to Neyland Stadium, man. Me and Kyle had a good time, you know, watching the team and what they're all about, you know. So it's going to be a good year, and we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm excited, man.
I heard the trip back got pretty interesting.
And I'll get up and let Kyle say.
Man,
the thing is, it's back on the road, man.
The Trailblazer is alive.
It's back blazing, man. It's back doing what.
And speaking, you know, we might be. There might possibly be a big bonanza going on tomorrow night. Buffalo chicken. You know what I'm talking about. You know, but anyway, dude. So
man, yeah, a lot going on right now. You know?
What's the next show you going to?
Next show I'm going to, man, I've got Jared Neiman coming up. I've got.
That's your boy nowadays, ain't?
Awesome. He's my friend.
Are y'all like BFFs or what?
Pretty much. I mean, you know his music, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, he's really cool. I mean, I can't think of. The Black Keys are coming up.
Oh, Black Keys are.
Out of all the shows within the coming months, that's the one I've got my, hopes up the most for. I mean, I've already got my tickets and stuff, but that's the one I'm most excited for.
What about October 30th at the Ryman? You know.
The drive-by. You didn't want to say the drive-by truckers there, man.
Drive-by truckers at the Ryman. I mean, if John Paul White come out and play with them, I could die happy. I mean. That would be.
I want to go see Tom Petty. I want to go see Paul McCartney. I want to go see every show, you know. But I mean, you got to get the tickets first. And
what's the one show you're sought after that you haven't seen that you want to see yet?
Well, I mean, probably Paul McCartney, so far.
That's my challenge for Kenny. He gets selfies with all these, you know.
When I went to the Miley Cyrus show, they said, Kenny, you better get a selfie with Miley Cyrus. That would have been the ultimate right there, I think.
Yes, with her tongue out too.
Yes.
You know, post train wreck Molly is way better than Hannah Montana Molly ever thought of being, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Hey, everybody's got their own opinions. I like it.
You saw her ride the weenie over you. How was that?
It was just crazy, and as I said earlier, you cannot imagine the things that I saw that night. I mean, I can't unsee what I saw at Miley Cyrus show, man, in Nashville. I mean, it was just trippy, man.
Did she make Williamson County proud?
PG-13. Yeah, it's a family show. We were just saying, man. And that I'll leave it at that. Yeah, there was nothing PG-13 about that show.
The pride of Williamson County, Miley Cyrus, right there.
Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, when I was watching, I was like, who's Hannah Montana? I mean, where did she go? This little innocent girl, you know? I mean, look what she turned into. You know, I mean,
She's about that life now,
totally, man. Totally, man.
huh? Man. Well, whoa! Shots fired!
Gotta watch this back, man. She's gotta watch.
Shots fired! Have you heard? You heard it here on the Big Fred Show. Hole in the wall, to quote Kenny Beckman. Yes, I love it. We're making that happen for
She's
sure.
also best friends with Weezer, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, she like.
Come back down now, son.
I'm trying to redeem myself.
James Paul's done like you done fired a shot across the bow. You can't pull that bullet back.
I think my time's up here. Man.
Let me teach you the art of trash talking. Number one rule is you don't ever back down. You say it and you look at them.
All right, man.
You be like, look, you go to a bunch of hole-in-the-wall concerts. Nobody knows about what you deal. I go real concerts, okay? People know who I go to, okay? I take a selfie, they know that person. We have no clue. That's how you do it, brother.
You're my new spokesman, man.
You hear that? He got all WWF on you, man. I mean, let me tell you something, brother.
Spokesperson for that, man. I mean, that's the campaign speech or something, right?
So we're gonna make James Paul Kenny's mascot
There we go.
for this show. You know, because every team's got to have a mascot. So and I might even I might even have to wear the Weezer cape. I doubt it. It probably look more like it might look like a bandana on me because I'm a big dude. But
Yeah, exactly, man.
well, Kenny brother, thank you for coming. You're a third timer, by the way. You know that?
Shout out,
You're a Big Fred Show veteran.
I get here when I can get here, man. I always have a good time. I wasn't here the past few weeks, but hey,
You had concerts to go to, didn't you?
and busy radio stuff.
Hanging out with Jake Owen and Jared Neineman
I
and
love coming on the show, man. Thanks.
and all the famous folks. He's BFL.
We'll have the man Lee Haygood coming on.
Yes,
next, man.
the awesomest,
man.
the awesomest guest ever, Lee Haygood.
He's your bro, man.
He's my brother. Total Bro Network. Yes. So, Kenny, come back see us.
Sure will, man.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks a lot. We'll see you.
Come back. That's Kenny Beckman. Follow him at Tweets by Kenny on Twitter.
That's not my. He's giving out false information here. That's not.
Look at his face, y'all. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Dude, it doesn't associate with me.
No, but follow him on Twitter. What is it, Kenny Beckman?
Yeah, it's KNY_Beckman if you want to follow my personal tweets, not another parody account somebody created, to try to be like me.
I'm bound and determined to find out who these guys are. I mean, they are awesome. I mean,
They have my permission to continue tweeting about my love for Taylor Swift. So how about that?
how about that? Kenny's gonna shake off Tweets by Kenny's. Did I hear that?
I like that analogy there, man. I like that analogy. Great job. If that becomes something, they'll have to give you some.
Dude. But yeah, get on Twitter, follow him, find him on Facebook, listen to him from 11 to 2 on WLX,
I'm doing
and
the night show now too, man.
call in, request a song, demand him play "Fat Bottom Girl" by Queen. That's the best Queen song ever.
Yeah.
I agree, man. I agree. I like Queen.
Or I don't know, "Fat Bottom Girls,"
Or some Journey. Journey's actually coming to Nashville.
Yeah, is it? Do they have Asian Journey? Is that who's coming?
Asian Journey, yeah.
Asian
There you
Journey.
go. I forget that dude's name. I think it's Steve.
Steve.
I have no. I know he's an Asian.
It's
dude.
crazy because he sounds just like Steve Perry.
Steve Perry, yeah. I know you have your own thoughts about it. He's not really Journey without Steve Perry, and I pretty much agree with you. But if it's not all original members, then but they're like a cover band, you'd say.
Kind of like Skinner, Kiss, Great White. I mean, I can name a bunch of them.
Foreigner, yeah.
Foreigner's pretty much his tribute band right now. I don't think there's an original member of Foreigner.
Styx is another one. Tommy Shaw's still in there, and James Young's in there, but Dennis D. Young's not.
Right. I mean, look at they need to learn from ZZ Top. They still got all the rhythm, and the fact that the drummer's name is Beard and he has a mustache. I mean,
My favorite bands, man. I love ZZ Top.
matter of fact, I was playing him last night on my drums. That was pretty sweet. When
You're in the next Beard, man. I mean,
that's right. It's cool to have a beard. Everybody should grow one.
that's true. I think that's pretty ironic, about that whole, Frank Beard and ZZ Top. I mean, it's just they're, a legendary band. I love it.
Yeah. Well, like me, I hear some Touch or LaGrange or pretty much anything. I'm cranking up the radio and I'm rocking out. And if you ride by me, yes, you will see me dance in my vehicle. Believe that. But anyway,
So keep your eyes peeled out there. He's out there dancing in his car.
white van, Office Products in it. Yep, that's me. So yeah, we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna have the bro himself, Mr. Awesome himself, the man in the box, the absolute coolest guy I know, Lee Haygood, will be with us next, y'all.
That's quite the title.
We'll see y'all here in a little bit. We'll be right back.
Your number one Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126.
At Southern Craft Manufacturing, our commitment to choice sets us apart. Using both old world craftsmanship and modern techniques, we proudly provide the finest quality and greatest value caskets in the industry. Founder Rodney Robinson is a third-generation casket manufacturer, providing the highest quality finished product. Call toll-free 800-413-1778. Southern Craft Manufacturing on North Main Street in Loretto.
Hey, this is Kenny Beckman, and you're watching the Big Fred Show on MustangsTV.com.
Oh, ain't that a good sight? Oh, Fred, there's the bandit. There's the bandit.
There's the bandit.
Look at that. Greatest movie ever made. See, they need to make gas stations like that now. I mean, gas stations are so too pretty and shiny. I wish they had gas stations that were dirty and grimy and you didn't really, you were kind of scared to go in them, and they had like 3 different kinds of Coke and that was it. Diet, regular, and orange. I mean, that was pretty much your selection back in the day. There he is. Knee-high orange. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Knee-high orange. And then they had that. Then they had Seal Test milk.
Seal Test. That's the only milk that I knew of.
Oh, that's all I ever drank growing up. I bought from Leonard's Buy Right in Loretta.
My mother will actually still say I need to go get some Seal Test.
Really? Miss Beatty calls it Seal Test. That's awesome. Well, for y'all that hears that voice in the dark, it is my brother from another mother. He is by far one of my favorite people ever. Totally like this guy. He's my broadcast partner. Lee Haygood is with us, and might I add, he's like the awesomest guy you'll ever meet, and I mean that. That is the actual word.
We're both awesomest. Awesome. We are the Total Bro Network, brother.
Oh, and a fun fact about Lee. Lee was the very honest-to-God first guest on the Big Fred Show.
I think I remember the very first show. So this will make my 2.
You're a 2-time. You're officially a veteran. I mean, right. So Lee, getting started tomorrow night, brother. Can you feel it?
Brother, I'm telling you, this has been one of the most awesome weeks that this awesome guy has ever had. Yeah. Because football is in the air, brother.
Hey, man. Woo! Yeah. So, with that said, we got the Mustangs TV firing back up. You're going to see my mug on the sideline. You're going to hear this dude up in the voice along with Bobby James and Josh McDonald. That's going to hear them. We're going to travel to far strange places, and we're going to go in press boxes where we don't fit at. We might have to sit on the porch again.
Hey, we've had to sit on the porch before. Whatever it takes, we're going to bring the Loretto Mustang football action to these folks watching on MustangsTV.com.
Man, so tell us, last year we had fun. Last year we had all kinds of fun. What was some of your more memorable moments last year?
I'm going to say the moment that's most memorable to me, Big Fred, didn't even happen on the football field. As big a football fan as I am, but when we got to wave our pink pom-poms,
Yes.
all three of us, you, myself, and I think it was Bobby, wasn't it? You, myself, and Bobby waving those pink pom-poms on the visitor side of the field.
Shout out to Richland cheerleaders, by the way. You know, thanks, chicks. But that was the first time I was up in the box with y'all. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, sideline reporting, I've got this.
We were on the porch.
Yeah, we were on the porch that night.
in the box.
You
We were
know,
on the porch.
we were having technical difficulties. But I mean, I had my earpiece on and I was picking up mariachi music down on the end zone. I mean, I would get over there closer and I hear like.
I gotta ask you, Big Fred, you was talking about somebody, you and Kenny Beckman, before. Y'all, Nanji?
Minta.
No. Before that, y'all was naming off some things.
Nicki Minaj.
That one. Yeah, who is that?
She's like a weird chick, dude. I mean,
too much makeup.
Okay.
yeah, she's kind of like if you mix Bozo the Clown with Barbie, that would be her.
Yeah, that's it.
Big Fred, man, the excitement is in the air.
Yes.
Got the Big Fred show tonight.
Sports Talk Mania.
Had that Monday. Talked about football. Sports Talk Mania on Monday, by the way, 6 to 7 p.m. each and every Monday. Sports Talk Mania.
On the Total Bro Network.
On the Total Bro Network. I myself, usually KJ might sit in with me and throw a few words in there, but you know.
KJ sits in with
I
you.
don't know a lot about sports, though, but don't tell
How come I can't get him on? He'll talk on my show, but he won't ever get there on the camera.
Well, hey, see, I'm not on the camera. They won't put my ugly mug on.
Dude, you got a pretty mug.
They said that the light shines off.
No, that head is beautiful. I mean,
It is an awesome head. I got to
I
admit.
say God put hair on heads, but he left them off the greatest ones. You
That's
know,
exactly the awesomest. The
awesomest.
awesomest.
So we're going to Lewis County tomorrow night, and you know, naturally, we do our tradition. You know, we all hop in the Trailblazer, the TB,
And it's back.
and it's back.
Better than ever.
And you know, we always have we'll have one or two things in there. You know, Kyle have his little sissy pizza in there. You know, the pepperoni. You know,
Pepperoni or the cheese only.
yeah, the cheese. You know,
What happened to the chicken?
well, the chicken sometimes, but
Peppers on.
Here we go. Almost awesome moments of Smokey and the Bandit.
You did that on purpose! You go to way to your grave! I got the evidence! Put the evidence in the car! But then, the evidence in the car! I gotta barbecue your ass in
I love it.
And now he's got the one of the best scenes in Smokey and the Bandit right there, Big Fred.
That dude reminds me of Will Muschamp when he does that. Does he not, you?
I'm not going to say that because I think Will Muschamp either on his way out at Florida or he's going to turn that team back
He's
around.
going to be the new spokesperson for some blood pressure medicine. I can guarantee you that. I mean, I thought all season that dude going to stroke out and we're going to watch him die on the sideline because he's either going to have a heart attack or an aneurysm. I mean,
One quick thing about Florida Gators, and if you've listened to Sports Talk Mania on Mondays, I've made all my predictions for the SEC. The one thing about Will Muschamp, I will say this, and I truly believe this, time they get to Tennessee, it's going to be the telltale game of their season, the Florida Gators.
that will be an awesome game. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think Tennessee's going to beat Florida this year. I mean,
Big
that's
Fred said
that's going to be my prediction.
You heard it first on the Big Fred Show. Big Fred, mark it. I'm glad we got this archived. Big Fred.
You can go back on YouTube. I said it. You know, I mean, Florida is, they're a decent team, but, I think it's going to be a fun season. I think college football as a whole got to play off coming
I
up.
love that part of it. Big Fred, I think that's the best thing that they've done in college football as long as I can remember.
What about this new trophy they got out? What about the new national championship trophy? What's your thoughts on it?
I'm more of a traditionalist on things like that. I think they need to leave trophies like they are because you and I have seen it for years and years, brother. We've seen all these trophies that the NFL's got, the college football has, and it's always the same. And I'm not afraid of change. I like change. But I think that's something that's momentous to college football, and I think it should have stayed the same.
Does it not kind of remind you of like a NASCAR trophy when you look at it?
Not in a way. I don't think that was my first thought. My first thought was, ooh, I don't like that, But again, I kind of, when it comes to the trophy part of it, I'm kind of traditionalist. You talk about NASCAR, it's just like in NASCAR, the grandfather clock that they get for a trophy. Yeah. That and what is it, Dover, Delaware, I believe it is, that they get the grandfather clock, and I can't think.
The cowboy boots for Texas.
Yeah, and the guitar.
Yeah, the guitar for Nashville.
The guitar when they was racing at Nashville, the Nationwide Series. So, I'm more like that. I kind of think that, I wait for these people to get this, and like Daytona 500, they got that weird-looking car on it that don't even look like a NASCAR. No. But it's still the trophy that they give even to this day that looks like a 1950 model Indy car, if you ask me.
Bonneville salt flat car is what I call it.
Something that would be very slow.
Right. Yeah. All right, so this year we got, Mustangs football. We're going to kick it off tomorrow night with Lewis County, which, that's going to be a hard game for us because Lewis County is naturally a good football team. And, by the way, Lewis County's got a great Mexican restaurant up there, by the way, in Homewall. Just going to throw that out there, too. So, but anyway, college football coming up. I'm saying that we're going to have some dark horses this year. We're going to have some coming out of the woodwork that we didn't see that we're going to be like, wow, I didn't see them coming.
I agree. I agree. Let's go back to this Mustang ball game tomorrow night. I think all of us in this room is ready for football. And I know JPP is, and KJ is, and Wade, and I know you are, being a big Bama fan like you are. Let's concentrate on this game tomorrow night. As you said, the Mustangs travel over to Lewis County, play over to Hohenwald, Tennessee to play Lewis County Panthers. Always one of our biggest rival games through every season.
Even way back, too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can always say that Lawrence County is a rivalry game. Yeah, that's a county team. You're supposed to be rivalries, but Lawrence County is divisions above us or whatever as far as the size of the school. So, I mean, yeah, and it's still a rivalry. And Lawrence County, Coach David Marston is doing I think he's doing a great job up there at Lawrence County. But I think Coach Boyd's doing an excellent job at Loretta as well. And I talked to Coach Boyd the other night, Big Fred, and Coach Boyd and I, we had serious every time he and I know his wife and his kids can't stand when they see me because we're going to talk football. And me and Coach Boyd got to talking about the game. And as he said, Lewis County's going to put a good ball club on the field. They do it each and every year. And this year's not going to be any different. Now, what Coach Boyd is going to put on the field, after my talk with him the other night, I'm feeling pretty good about this game tomorrow night.
Awesome.
I think we may be able to come back from Lewis County. Hello to all my friends at Lewis County, Tennessee National Raceway, all those folks over there. As you know, I go over every Saturday.
The voice of Tennessee National Raceway.
That is correct. And hello to all my friends, but I'm afraid that Lewis County Panthers are going to suffer their first loss of the season tomorrow night against the Loretta Mustangs.
Whoa.
You heard it here first.
That's right. That's right. And I'm ready. That sideline is calling my name. I'm real excited. Can't wait. And we got another voice with us. We got Big Josh with us. Peeked his head in. He's running. He's running. Josh McDonald, another one of our Mustangs TV crew. He love broadcasting with him, and it's good to have Josh on because he's a wealth of knowledge for like high school athletics. I mean, he knows his stuff when it comes to high school athletics.
Big Fred, I've got to say about Josh. When you talk about a statistician, that man just blows. Let us know. Let these folks know. And you're also going to these people and talking about what their feelings are during the ball game. We got to make sure we get them boys up and men up tomorrow night, though.
That's right.
We got to be fired up to go into Lewis County and take a win.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to be there full effect. The whole Mustangs TV crew is going to be there, and we're going to have fun. We're going to have Bailey. I think Bailey will be there, and then Trinity. Trinity's our newest member of the Mustangs TV, so we're going to have to get her out of her shell. I mean, her and Bailey kind of can pass for twins. I mean, look at them. They both got their Chuck Taylor shoes on and, you know, got their hair all did up and stuff.
I think you had Chuck Taylor's on one time.
I got them on right now.
You do have them on.
I'm not. Oh, I mean, but
I
seriously.
know you and Bailey were comparing Chuck Taylor's at one ball game last year.
That was Chuck night.
Oh, that was Chuck night. My bad. I didn't know.
Speaking of, don't forget Bailey, Trinity. We have Chuck night. We got to figure out what night Chuck night's going to be on. You know. By the way, I picked the one night to wear Chucks that it come the monsoon. You know, I was wet.
You want to talk about most memorable games last season as far as the football field? The game that we played, and it was so foggy. And JPP,
Eagleville.
That's exactly playoffs, wasn't it?
Yes.
I'm telling you what, Big Fred. I don't know what you could see on the sideline, but I know me and Bobby couldn't see anything.
The same thing y'all was seeing.
With me that night.
Yeah, Josh was with us.
Was with us that night, calling, helping me call, and it was. I mean, honestly, you could not see players on the other side of the field.
I'm just gonna say, and I don't care if anybody from Eagleville's watching, I will cut that train horn hose one night. You know, I will go up there and I will updike the crap out of that train horn, and you can believe that. I mean,
but they were a good team, Big Fred. We got to take our hats off to them. They were well rounded. Probably one of the most well-rounded teams that we had faced all season. And I'm not down in Trousdale County by any means because they were a well-oiled machine as well. But those folks at Eagleville, they come in and they had a mission and they stayed on that mission and never detoured from it at all.
You're right. And you know, it was fun. I mean, last year was fun. I think one of my more memorable times was like I almost got took out at the Lawrence County ball game because I want to say it was Dalton Neeson, one of the big guys from Lawrence County, was in like full-on NASCAR sprint going down the sideline. And, you know, I could feel the wind off of their shoelaces as they slid by me. I mean, if they were another 1/8 inch over, my ankle was broke. That's all it was because I had about 350-pound of teenager sliding at me full force. That's all I know.
But Big Fred, I'm gonna tell you what though, you always hung in there, and I knew you would, being on the Total Bro Network.
That's right, Total Bro.
Because when you're awesome, you're awesome.
When you're awesome, you're us. That's the way it is, you know. When you're good, but when you're awesome, you're us. I mean, period. Fact.
The awesomeness just rubs off. I mean, look at Miss Bailey. Takes care of our camera work. One of the best camera people in the business.
Yes. And then we got.
And now we got
Josh.
Full-fledged. And Bobby that's coming. The awesomeness just rings out now.
I mean, it's crazy. And then you got Wade. He's always down there. Wade's our technical guy. You know, Wade is like, you know, he'll come down and check. I think I'm doing good. And Wade will come out here and say, we can't hear you when you're in between blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I just won't go to the block. I just won't go between the 20 and the 10-yard line. You know, how about that? You know, and then we got our brains behind operation, Kyle. Kyle, he makes this all possible, and he knows the correct camera angles. And I've watched him and Bailey fight before over where the camera needed to be, you know, because Bailey thinks it needs to be here, and then Kyle just, you know, smiles and says, yeah, and puts it where he wants to put it.
She wins, though, doesn't she?
But it's going to be fun. I can't wait for this year. I can't wait. And I tell you what I like. I like to ride to the away game because we some of the craziest conversations, you know, I tell you, one of my more memorable nights coming home from a ball game, and I can't forget it ever, was I know my rights. I know my rights. You know, we watched that YouTube video. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard. And then, yeah, it's just awesome. And then stopping at Waffle House. Waffle House was always fun, and you know,
Hey, you can't beat a good food at a good waffle and eggs and what is it? The All-Star Breakfast.
that's right.
And they need to make it after us. The awesomest.
The awesomest breakfast. I mean, the Fat Boy Brunch.
I'll say this, big friend. Pettis was sitting there telling me the other day, he said, man, we emptied that bag out to where it was only everything we needed. And I'm still amazed that we needed all that's in those bags that you're talking about, because time we walk from our vehicles to the actual wherever we're going to call the game from, them things are done feeling like they weigh about 200 pounds.
You're right. Especially like when you got to do that trek, like it, where would be a good example? Oh, where? Richland. Oh, yeah, Richland was actually cool because they gave us free hot dogs. I mean, Richland gave us free hot dogs.
We never got in the gate.
They were like, hey, you want a hot dog? And we were like, yeah, we do.
Look at us. You said that to the wrong people. Look at JP.
There's a ball game tonight? No, we thought we were getting free hot dogs.
We're going over to get hot dogs, and I'm glad you brought that up. KJ is saying, come on, guys. We got to get set up. Wait a minute. We got hot dogs.
KJ's like, 20 minutes, y'all. 20 minutes. Lieutenant Dan, hot dog.
Who won that night, though? Did KJ win or did the hot dogs win?
The hot dogs won.
That night.
I mean, sure, we didn't get started till the second quarter, but, you know, I mean,
Fun time we have on Mustangs TV, I'm telling you.
oh, it's awesome. I mean, we're going to have even more fun this year, and you never know what's going to happen. I mean, you might have a situation, you might have a couple situations, and, you know, I might have to do my redneck microphone, my redneck waterproofing like I did last year, where, you know, I just wrapped the mic in saran wrap, you know, and it worked. You know,
It did work.
Otterbox didn't have nothing on me. That's all I can tell you. I mean, waterproof mic, saran wrap that bad boy, straight from Loretta concession stand. Shout out to Band Boosters. You know, got to give them a shout out. But yeah, Lee, brother, look forward to it tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have fun. The Total Bro Network will be in full effect.
Back in full force, the Total Bro Network.
ES, what's up? ESDN, RN, what is that channel?
You have a lot.
I don't know. You know, they got shows on there. You know,
Oh, those that think they know sports.
Calling Cowgirl.
The ones that think they know sports.
Yeah. You know, they do this goofy little show. You know, two guys with the same name. You know, one's fat and one's skinny. You know, they think that's cool. You know, but they're not the Mustangs TV.
They're not awesome. They're not the
If me, I can guarantee you this. If Mustangs TV took over ESPN, let me tell you, that place would be a lot greater place to watch. I mean, you know, I just go in there and push old Paul Feinbaum and his bald head over, and, you know, we'd put Lee in his spot, and then, you know, I'd go in there and push Cowherd over and, you know, take his spot. Cause, yeah, you know, Cowherd, yeah, I like USC. USC's the coolest team ever, and they're Pac-12, and they're better than SEC, and, you know, that's how he is. You know, he sometimes you just want to throw your CD player out the window. Sometimes, I mean, you know, that's just my theory on it. Look at there behind us, man, the Convoy, playing the coolest song ever, Eastbound and Down. Well, Lee, brother, appreciate you coming on, bro.
Enjoyed it, big friend. Look forward to
Tomorrow night, it's going down.
forward to this season.
And since our other brother won't come on camera with us, he's standing over there by the door. Just say hi real loud.
Real loud.
the other voice of the Mustangs.
The awesomest statistician that there is.
The walking human encyclopedia. He could probably tell you what they scored on their math test.
I guarantee you he could.
He probably could tell you what they got in fourth period or, now that guy's a running back and he's got geometry fourth period and, Mrs. Smith is his teacher. And by the way, she got her master's at Vanderbilt. That's,
That would sound like Josh talking, right?
That's Josh McDonald
because of the knowledge that man keeps up there in that school.
Tell you what sorority Mrs. Smith was in. Everything. It's crazy.
And he's got a tool he ain't never had, an iPad.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the iPad. We're done. We're filler.
We're just there.
Josh is gonna be like the whole show. Every now and then he'll say, "Who got hurt, Big Fred?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Back to you, Josh. Go Mustangs. That's just gonna be me. Who got hurt? Number 4. Hurt his ankle. I don't know. What has he got fourth period? That'd be me. But we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we'll have some more Smokey and the Bandit playing. Greatest movie ever. Lee Haygood. That die job he did. I was rooting for him like football, man. I'm like, you go, put them tinfoil in. Put that tinfoil in, Next thing I know, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I went in the freezer and ate raw meat, frozen solid, just to, get my testosterone back. Drank a whole bottle of Frank's Red Hot straight. I had to get it back because, but it was a good show. By the way, Caitlin, our newest Fredette, got to give her a shout out because we had the sisters Whitley on with us the last time, and that was an awesome show. So, but yeah, we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we'll come back with some more of my buddy James Paul Powell, the greatest sidekick on planet Earth. Fellow bearded brother. So we'll be back right after this.
Tailgate checklist. Cooler.
Check.
Chips.
Check.
Hot dogs.
Check.
Mustang gear.
Check.
Insurance.
Check.
This season, protect your team with insurance from Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services. Keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today. 931-853-7126.
At Southern Craft Manufacturing, our commitment to choice sets us apart. Using both old world craftsmanship and modern techniques, we proudly provide the finest quality and greatest value caskets in the industry. Founder Rodney Robinson is a third-generation casket manufacturer, providing the highest quality finished product. Call toll-free 800-413-1778. Southern Craft Manufacturing on North Main Street in Loretto.
Elite Sports in Loretto, Tennessee offers serious sports training for athletes of all ages. Our hands-on training approach can increase core strength and stability while maximizing power and agility. Call John Passarella, 256-710-7412 for speed and agility training, or David Weathers, 931-279-0574. Call today. Elite Sports, we're training the best athletes for tomorrow.
And we're back. What a show, brother.
It was awesome. We went from like amazing trucks to crazy shows to football.
And Smokey and the Bandit.
The whole time.
Continuous loop, Smokey and the Bandit. I have to say tonight was a legendary show. We might have to start broadcasting from the secret location a lot, because the secret location is awesome. I'm
gonna be upset tomorrow when there's no Smokey and the Bandit playing behind me. Look around going, what's it's not there.
You know what would be cool, and I wish he was still alive? This is like something I've always thought would be cool, was to have have Waylon Jennings narrate my day.
Oh my Lord.
Like he did on Dukes of Hazzard. How cool would that be?
He couldn't put it on TV.
You know, like if I'm in my delivery van and I'm approaching a red light, it'd be like, now, folks, this white van's fixing to run a red light.
And you're seeing
And Kenny Bagman in the camera shot there. Back at it, you know.
Yeah, he's jealous.
Yeah,
He
Kenny.
wants to be back in the spot.
He's challenged out. By the way, we've called out Minna, by the way. Called her out.
I left him on trash talk.
Talking about her hole in the wall show she goes to, you know.
Which I've got to say though, I got one bone to pick with Kenny about that is, my band's trying to get started up. We play those shows, so Kenny, thanks.
Kenny's got to check out a Dare to Know show. That's what he's got to do. You know.
And then I'll be forgiven. But right now, I've got a bone to pick with you.
You might actually have to be his roadie that night. I mean.
You dare me to check out a Dare to Know show.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the band, dude. It's a challenge.
He dares you to know his band.
It's a challenge, man. That should be our shirt, the challenge.
I dare you to know.
Yep, like Dare to Know on the back says the challenge.
That's your new album.
That's our new album.
That's the new album title, The Challenge.
Yep, that's it. We named it.
James Paul Powell and Dare to Know. That's it. That's it.
It's awesome. What else is there to say?
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Well, guys, we've had a long show tonight. So, with that said, we're gonna get out of here because we got like some Subways to eat and stuff. And
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Nope.
No more Subway left.
Can't eat them. That's why I didn't come up too late.
What's up with that? I don't even get no. It's my show and I don't even get no Subway. You believe that mess?
They don't love the beers, man.
Subway's hard to eat with a beard anyway because you get crap in your beard and whatnot.
That's the other thing he was talking about the names for Sonic food or the Waffle House food. One should be the bearded leftovers.
Bearded leftovers. That would be funny.
Hash browns and half a bacon.
Look at that. There's a jalapeno. That sucker's still good. And, wait, I ate jalapenos 2 weeks ago.
It would literally be like a couple hash browns, jalapeno, part of a bacon, like a half a thing of waffle, and just like something random like, I don't know, sausage.
Hey, no joke.